Here's a couple problems about graphing lines from slope-intercept form. So let's get started. Here's the first one, y equals 3x minus 5. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. The m represents the slope. And what slope is it's the steepness of the line, how steep a line is. For example, this line right here, I'm showing with my pen, is more steep than that one. Okay, and so it's a way to tell how steep a line is. The slope is the number that's right next to the x when the equation is solved for y. Okay, so if you look at this equation, it's solved for y. The number that's right next to the x is the 3. So our slope in that question is 3. B is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the number that comes after the x when the equation is solved for y. If it's not solved for y, then get y on one side by itself. In this case, the number that's next to the x is the minus 5, so that's our y-intercept. So here's how I graph it. First thing I do, plot y-intercept. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make a dot right here. And now I'm going to rise over run whatever the slope is. This slope is 3, which remember is equal to 3 over 1. So I'm going to rise 3. It's rise over run. I better write that down. Rise over run equals slope. So put it as a fraction. If it's just a whole number, then write it as 3 over 1. From this y-intercept, I'm going to rise 3. Well, what does that mean? It means go up 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to run 1. Right there. I only need 2 points to draw a line. So here is a graph of y equals 3x minus 5. Here comes the next one. This is a 2/3, by the way. That kind of looks like a 5. Okay, well, what would our slope be? Well, first of all, is it in slope-intercept form? The answer is yes. See how it's solved for y? What is the number next to the x? That's the slope, and in this case, it's a negative 2/3. Now, this negative can cause problems. You notice here the negative's kind of out in front. I just always take that negative and I put it in the top of the fraction. It equals the same thing. The y-intercept is the number that comes after the x. What comes after the x? A positive 4. So our y-intercept is 4. Plot the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a dot right there. That's the y-intercept. Now I'm going to rise negative 2 and run 3. Well, what do you think that means? Before I rose 3 and ran 1. Well, to rise negative 2 means I go down 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to run 3. 1, 2, 3. Draw a line that goes through those 2 points. And there's y is equal to negative 2/3 x plus 4. Last one. I just wanted to do one that looked close to the one that we just did. Okay, but notice the slope is positive. M is equal to 2/3 because that's the number next to the x. The y-intercept is the stuff that comes after the x when it's solved for y, which it is, and that's 4. So I'm going to plot the y-intercept of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the same as the one before, right? But now what do? Well, it's a rise of 2 and a run of 3, which means I have to go up 2 and then over 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a dot there. And then there is my line. Notice when it has a positive slope, it goes up and to the right. When it has a negative slope, it goes down and to the right. Thanks for listening.